So as you all know, Wilmington is home to many very important and innovative nonprofits, and we're very lucky today to be joined by the fairly new executive director of one of those nonprofits, which is called Reading Assist. This is Caroline O'Neill. Welcome, Caroline, to the Wilmington Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
So Reading Assist, I know a little bit about it because we've worked with you guys in the past, but tell us in a nutshell, what is Reading Assist and what do you do?
So Reading Assist has a long history here in Delaware. We've been in Delaware for more than 30 years. What people probably don't know is that we have an AmeriCorps program that over the past 5 years has brought in AmeriCorps members from over 14 different states here to Delaware to work in high poverty elementary schools to work one-on-one with students as reading interventionists.
And when you say reading interventionist, what is that about?
Yeah, so we bring in AmeriCorps members and we train them in our graduate level accredited program, and then we embed them into high needs elementary schools to work one-on-one with struggling readers. We work with the most struggling readers. We work with students who often can't tell the difference between a letter and a number. They can't recognize or differentiate sounds. And so we are able to work one-on-one with them every single day for 45 minutes throughout the school year. This is an incredibly intense intervention.
So
yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So this is like kids that really have some special needs, like dyslexia or anything like that.
Yeah, in often cases, the students we work with have a learning disability such as dyslexia. Oftentimes, they're just learning the language. They're an English language learner.
Right.
And some cases, we don't know why they're struggling.
Awesome.
It doesn't make a difference why they're struggling to learn,
right.
Because the method that we use to teach them works across student needs.
Yeah, and what's really interesting about the method, and just like to me, the fact that you guys have shown that these kids can read, but it does take a serious intervention. And so a lot of times the way that different reading programs have been funded, over the years is like they're like, let's throw a little bit at it, and maybe we'll get them a little bit better. But it's like it doesn't work that way. You need a serious 45 minutes a day, every day, one-on-one with a person, and it's like that's a big financial commitment. But then the kid can read, and obviously if a kid can read, the financial multiplier of that is like unimaginable.
Absolutely, you're exactly right. So not every student needs a one-on-one interventionist to help them learn how to read, but for about 10 to say 15% of the population, it is a thing that can make a huge difference. And asking schools that are working with high needs populations to begin with, asking them to provide a one-on-one resource is very expensive. This is why our partnership with AmeriCorps is so important, because we are able to recruit people who are willing to give a year of service to work with these kids. That allows us to provide this resource for these elementary schools in a really cost-effective way. We're able to take advantage of some of the opportunity funds. For example, the ones that Governor Carney has suggested increasing, those are funds that actually help us bring this services to the schools.
Amazing. So I see that you're working with Thomas Edison and Kumba Academy.
I just came from a meeting with Kumba this morning.
I love Kumba. I teach film over there. So, quick question: data. Now, do you have data to support all this?
Yeah, absolutely. And so it was in fact the data of Reading Assist is one of the things that attracted me to the organization. Lots of organizations have compelling stories. Reading Assist also has compelling data.
Nice.
What we're able to show in our data is that we can get students not only to grade level benchmarks, but we accelerate their progress of learning. This is really important when you're working with students who are coming from behind that need that extra support. It's not enough to just get to grade level benchmarks. They need to get better faster, and our data shows that.
Right.
Awesome. And so what's your vision for the organization over the next few years in Delaware? Like how much can you grow? Like what are you looking for?
Yeah. We're in the process of strategic planning right now, and clearly we know that there is greater need than the schools that we're serving. So our vision is to be able to scale our model and reach all of the students in Delaware that have this need.
So how can parents or students find out more, get help if they need it, etc.?
Absolutely. So we are really dependent on the support from the community, not only financially, but we're always looking for more people of all backgrounds and all ages to serve in our program. If they want to find out more, they can reach us at readingassist.org or come find me in the Community Services Building.
Awesome. One question for you, last question. I am fascinated with the why. Why do you participate? Why do you do it?
So I spent about a decade in international education, bringing international students to the best that America has to offer in terms of higher education and universities. And I realized about a decade into it that those opportunities were not available to all the kids in this country. And I'm driven on making that access available to those who need it and those who don't have easy access.
Awesome. Bam, she nailed that one.
So once again, that's Reading Assist. You can find out more about Reading Assist at readingassist.org. Caroline, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Caroline.
Thank you.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any positive stories that Zach and myself need to talk about, be sure to submit it at stories.wilmington.love.